Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imali Enengi, and I just want to give a special shout out to one of my sponsors on my YouTube channel, King Said So. The sponsor is the Black Heart Clothing, situated in Soweto, Johannesburg. They sent me these two beautiful babies. Nice material that allows fresh air to flow through the material, so you're not gonna sweat like crazy in this material. Let's try one on. If you want to order these beautiful t-shirts, you can email them at theblackheart@gmail.com or call them on 068-473-6908. They are situated in Joburg and can post it anywhere in Africa and anywhere in South Africa. Thank you, the Black Heart Clothing.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Are we on? We're on. Thank you so much for tuning in on King Said So with your host, Kagiso Tlongwane. It is only but a pleasure for me to be reporting and having you guys here with me. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. You are welcome in your Pan-Africanist home, where we advocate for African unity, no maganjan. Ironically, though, the topic at hand is not so unifying for the ANC. The reason why the ANC is failing or cannot take actions against Jacob Zuma, former President Jacob Zuma, is because what he said about the ANC is what the former president before him, Thabo Mbeki, said before Jacob Zuma. It's bringing a big dilemma to the ANC in terms of them taking action. And they are so humble now. Did you see how humble they are when they speak about Jacob Zuma? Let's first listen to what Thabo Mbeki said and what Jacob Zuma said, and I'll come back with more commentary.
Nothing has happened so far. But the ANC must renew itself. I say to the ANC comrades that when you say I must go campaigning next year, to say to people, vote ANC. How am I going to do that? To say, vote ANC. When I know very well that the branch of the ANC in this constituency is led by a criminal. You can't. It's not possible to go and say vote ANC for a criminal.
I think what Thabo Mbeki said is even worse to what Jacob Zuma said. I did tell you guys we are doing our 10K edition, okay? So I'm going to wear these t-shirts until we get to 11K. Is that all right? I don't know if I can do that. What Thabo Mbeki said is worse, because Thabo Mbeki literally called ANC leaders thieves. He said these things are criminals. They're thieves. They are there to steal. They are using the ANC as a vehicle to steal. Jacob Zuma said, we're not voting for these people. We're not voting for Cyril Ramaphosa's ANC. We're voting from Mkhonto weSizwe. I don't think that is as bad as calling people thieves. Thieves. These people are stealing their money. So I'm not going to campaign for them. Basically, that is what Thabo Mbeki, former President Thabo Mbeki, is saying. It brings such an interesting dilemma in the what you call the ANC, because you need You need a former president to help you with campaigning. If you don't have the two former presidents, you can't call Khalima. Nobody will listen to Khalima. You can't call Utata Nelson Mandela. He's no longer there. So you only have two former presidents of the current South Africa, which is Thabo Mbeki and Jacob Zuma, and both of them are saying they're not going to campaign for the ANC. In fact, Thabo Mbeki doubles down in what he's saying. He says about the ANC. He says clearly the ANC does not recognize this. They don't see the threat that is there if they don't get into this renewal process, which is, by the way, late. But let's listen to what Thabo Mbeki said.
I don't think the ANC understands that reality. It is true that you have got many greedy people, many corrupt people. If I ask the question, why is the ANC, which marginalized people as we were saying, why is it behaving like this? In 1997, Nelson Mandela says, addressing an ANC conference, that something wrong is happening, which is that as the ANC were attracting into our ranks people who are not ANC. People don't have the values of the ANC. But they can see that to be a member of the ANC is to have a stepladder to government in order to have the possibility to steal. So that's 1997 National Conference. That message has been repeated in all of the national conferences since then. But nothing has ever been done to get rid of these ones who entered into the ANC without carrying the value system. We beginning of 2020, we met 350 leaders of the ANC in Durban. We're talking about the ANC. So I make a presentation about the ANC, what the ANC is, what it stands for, and all that. And later, a young fellow stands up and says, President, I do not know this ANC you are talking about. Because I joined a faction of the ANC. The faction recruited me, identified itself as a faction. That's the ANC I know. The ANC I know is an ANC organized in factions. This one you are talking about, I have never heard of it. This was illustrating a point that the ANC had accumulated within its ranks wrong people. Wearing ANC t-shirts, they know how to toy, and to sing and dance and all that. But they are not ANC. So the 2017 conference, national conference of the ANC decided the ANC must renew itself, otherwise it will die. That was in December 2017. Nothing happened in terms of that renewal process, nothing. The last conference in 2022 repeats that message. The ANC must renew itself. Nothing has happened so far. But the ANC must renew itself. I say to the ANC comrades that when you say I must go campaigning next year, to say to people, vote ANC. How am I going to do that? To say, vote ANC. When I know very well that the branch of the ANC in this constituency is led by a criminal.
One thing I'm noticing is that Thabo Mbeki and Jacob Zuma have a serious problem with Cyril Ramaphosa. They don't say it outright. They disguise it behind the term ANC, but actually they have a serious problem with Cyril Ramaphosa, and that problem is he took the plate, the food plate, or let me say the table, the dining table, away from Africans and put it back in the hands of the white monopoly capitalists. You started hearing white monopoly capitalist is running the country ever since Cyril Ramaphosa took over. You hear Africans saying Cyril Ramaphosa took ShopRite South Africa and turned it into Woolworths South Africa. Everything is expensive. But the real reason is that the the big families, the Oppenheimer, the DPRs, the Ruperts, and all of them are working hand in hand with our comrades, and we don't want to recognize this thing. All the banks they've got special meetings with our comrades. You only hear about the comrades that are pro-black. If a person is pro-black like Melusi Gigaba, they're going to double down on him. I don't know how much they paid his wife for her to sing like that in the Zondo Commission. She was singing on a high note, high pitch, singing. It's only money that can make a woman sing like that. Because what is it that you have to gain to lose your family? Literally losing your family, your husband, your children, because of singing. What do you gain? Only money can make women sing like that. I'm sorry. Go in the comment section if you agree or not. It's okay. And Thabo Mbeki breaks it through down. And by the way, I love Thabo Mbeki's tone. I like that mid tone that he uses in his voice. You can hear the man does not get irritated easily. He raises his point clearly, calmly. You like him or not, he's going to tell you to your face what he thinks. And he's been telling the ANC ever since even the Zuma time. He's been singing. Thabo Mbeki has been singing like 24/7. You understand what I'm saying? So we are in a situation now where the ANC needs to choose and tread carefully when they speak about Jacob Zuma. They need to tread carefully. Even the big mouth of the ANC, Ufikile Mbalula, he says we are keen to speak to Jacob Zuma. Politics will humble you. Politics will humble you. Jacob Zuma is teaching these people how to play politics. Fikile Mbalula, the Papa, we don't care. Nobody's bigger than the ANC. The ANC was the former president said, you guys arrested Jacob Zuma. You send him to prison. You want him to forgive you. You as the comrades, you his comrades, his black comrades, African comrades, sending the former president to prison in his 70s, Nohal. In his 70s, you guys send him to prison. You laughed at him without any trial. He was not tried. The police just went and fetched him and took him to prison. Well, he went there himself, because they gave him time. Because the Cyril Ramaphosa camp is used to using what? The courts to fight their battles. The courts can't save them now. The courts can't save them now. Now it's a situation where they need to be humble and careful when they speak about Jacob Zuma. Listen to what Fikile Mbalula said. It is so funny the way he's so humble. So humbled. Fikile.
We have been quite keen to engage with President Zuma because we've got no issues as a party, as the African National Congress, with President Zuma. And we would love to have engaged him before he took those steps that he have taken. But now that he has taken the steps he have taken, we've got to respond to that. And we'll respond to that ideologically in terms of its ideological expression and its standing in relation to how it affects the African National Congress. At the right time, at an appropriate moment, we will respond, most definitely. For all our members, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Good people of the ANC will remain with their organization. And the masses of our people too. I've always understood the ANC as their vehicle. And that is why we as leaders of the ANC, we have just been privileged to lead. But this does not belong to us. Tomorrow I can be out of this, there will be others who come and even do better. Or I can even do better in what I am going forward. And that's it. It's a relay. But for now, the task is renewal. Renewal or death.
So here's the deal. You don't have ANC. You don't have any other choice. There is only one choice for you to win the elections 2024. Sit down with Jacob Zuma. Okay? Sit down with the man and tell him you're going to work with Umkhonto weSizwe in a collusion government and you're going to kick Cyril Ramaphosa out. It's the only way. That's the only way the ANC can win the elections this year. With more than 50% colluding with Umkhonto weSizwe. Dismissing Cyril Ramaphosa. Remember, Umkhonto weSizwe is not going to have too many demands. Who is the top six of Umkhonto weSizwe? They have never went to national conference. They have never selected any leaders. They have never done anything. So the people that they will bring, those people you will just place in strategic portfolios. And I'm not sure if you want Jacob Zuma to be president again, because he does not have 5 years again. What is Jacob Zuma? How old is he? 8 years? Come on, people. We can't have an 80-year-old president. As much as I love him so much. I love Jacob Zuma so much, but he won't be able to run for 5 more years. Yeah, it's asking too much from the man. It's asking too much from him. I know he gets his AV injections and it gives them energy. These old men, he looks like he still has some strength in him, but who knows how he will look 5 years from now. We don't want a president that is constantly in hospital. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the man. It is out of concern that I'm saying that. So that's the only way I can see the ANC honestly winning the elections. Humble yourself. Go and kiss that man's feet. If you must go and kiss that man's ass, apologize to him. Say, yo, man, really, we were not supposed to arrest you. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. What we did there, you need to forgive us. And we blame Cyril Ramaphosa for this. And speak to Cyril Ramaphosa and say, listen, we're going to put all the blame on you. You just have to step down and allow Jacob Zuma to come through. Why? Because you don't want to be in a collusion with Julius Malema. Julius Malema's term is going to be, it's fine, we can collude, but I'm going to be president. That is going to be the EFF card. Say, listen, it's fine, we can join, we can give you our votes, but the president comes from what you call the EFF, and the deputy can come from what you call from the ANC. And Cyril Ramaphosa obviously is not going to allow himself to be a deputy president to our brother Julius Malema. You guys tell me what you think on the comment section. It's very interesting how things are unfolding. Tomorrow I'll be doing a further breakdown on the meeting that the ANC had yesterday. I might just do another one with the meeting that Jacob Zuma met with the religious leaders in Soweto. So I might just do that one also. Yo, there's so much content to cover, and now I need to do some Africa content also. I'll do that this weekend, I promise you. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button for more content. Click the bell icon so that you can be notified every time. Every time. I got, of course, 3 people yesterday. Tulane, Dlamini, Koliswa, Nokahiso from Soweto. Those are the people. No Neo. Where's Neo's name? And Neo. Why is Neo is not Neo's name is not here? Neo again. Those are the people that are getting a book. You guys will get these things maybe towards the end of the month because I want to give you guys t-shirts also. Angna mali manje, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi Nengi does not have money now. I'll print when I get paid. I'll print t-shirts, get you guys some books and send it to you guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, make sure that you stand up. Do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you.